Hello everyone and welcome back to class. Today we are going to talk about the Stormcaller. What have we covered so far? Arc Strider, Titan Smash. Now I'm about to bring you Stormcaller. I believe this is the third super video we're going to come across. I've gotten a couple of clips of Nova Bomb. I've gotten a couple of clips of Golden Gun. Not exactly what I want to show off. I got a few clips of Tether. Tether is going to be one of the harder ones to get off because it's actually very, very, very technical right now. And when I was playing on my Night Stalker during trials, I try to get these clips while I'm doing trials. While I was playing on my Night Stalker, one of two things happened. One, we dominated the team, and by the time I got my Tether and used it, I really didn't get to use it the way it was intended. That's crap. Number two, if that didn't happen, we got decimated by the other team. So a few times I did play my Night Stalker, and I was just like, you know what, whatever. And I went to play my Striker. I've been playing my Striker for 3 weekends now. Maining my Titan Striker, which is impressive, because normally it's the Arc Strider I've been on, right? So I'm glad. The Titan Striker's always been powerful in Destiny. Period. Destiny. 1 and 2. But anyway, Stormcaller video. Got some clips. I got some clips from this last weekend we played Trials, which was on Dead Cliffs. And then I got some clips from back when I first started putting these videos out, which is going to be from Javelin. Go ahead and take a look at this first clip. This is one of the more recent ones. We're going to watch it. I'm going to draw back and talk about it when and where I can. Let's take a look. So, round is opening. I have a Stormcaller. You know, guys, how I love to open up rounds. I probably don't need to pause it. How I love to open up rounds and plan my super out, right? I love doing that. Let me just point this out. We're 2-0, 6-6 for lives. The round just started. I got my Storm. Another teammate gets a super. I don't run into the enemy where I thought I would, which is let me actually rewind it, which would be right around here. This is normally the hot zone. This is, if I was on the other spawn where the enemy was, I would be coming right to this building with my super. Most of the time. Depending on who I have on my team, if they have a super, maybe I split 2 and 2 and send one super one way, one super another. Granted, he didn't have a super yet. Does he get it by the time I come out of this building? No, which would have been too late. So I definitely would have went to that building, right? And I would have made, maybe if I was split him, put him a different direction. But I come out and pow! Shoot a Titan in the back. Pow! Shoot a Hunter in the side. Pow! Grenade myself. Oops. Hiccup. Burped a little. But gosh darn, if I haven't heard Ken say, guys, get your super, use your super. How many times have I said that? How many times have you played with me? You're watching this video and I've said when you get your super, use your super. How many times have you watched my stream? Get your super, use your super, open it. Look to open a round with your super. Don't look to use your gun. I've said it so many times, right? There's exceptions. There's exceptions to that rule. All right, so let me there's a little bit to digest here. All right, boom. 1, Titan, no shield. 2, Warlock slightly to the right, getting shot by my teammate. I go for the Titan. I'm like, well, maybe I can get this Titan. And this Warlock, I just ignore him. I think he's going to die. Doesn't matter. I probably could have popped my Storm. Killed him, maybe. Then went in behind the Titan in that building, killed him. I could have ignored the Warlock and just ran in the building, popped my Storm, and just, kill the Titan, kill the Hunter, kill the other guy that's in there that I assume is in there, and move on about my day. Instead, I don't use it. Guys, there are exceptions to the rules. Some of the exceptions come down to experience. Some of it is a judgment call. And sometimes it's just luck. Alright? Maybe you need to be a little lucky with your super. Maybe you just really need to hold it. Granted, we're up 2 rounds. So, what's the easiest way? Well, Ken, when do I not use my super? Well, when there's the lowest amount of risk to your team. Alright. You can lose to any team. But let's be a little bit realistic here. You come across another team, all right, another big streamer, another well-known name, just someone you know that you've ran into a bunch of times, and you know they play well. It's a risk to give them. You're up by 2 rounds. It's a risk to give them any opportunity to breathe, any time to regroup, get their supers, any extra benefit if they're losing gunfights and they can't, get their team together to stop that, or they're losing opening rounds, the openings of rounds early on, so they're have a life deficit lower than you, so you're in the life lead. I would say on a good team that plays well or can play well, or even one good player that plays well, and he probably plays with good people, doesn't matter if it's stacked or not, I wouldn't give them a chance. So I was playing with some other people, I was helping them out. This was off stream. I actually got this clip off stream. I was just doing a random card with some people. I was actually helping them. So this was a single raffle carry, whatever you want to call it. And I just felt comfortable enough with the teammates that I was playing with, the 2, even the 4th guy at that. I was like, man, we're working well. I don't think I need to do too much as far as extreme planning goes. So I decided not to use my super. I had a drop on the Titan, shot him in the back. The Warlock's getting shot. That's 2 people on the enemy team already being pressured, and they're not shooting at anyone. They're running for their lives. So that's 50% of the enemy team at a disadvantage, confused, weak, vulnerable, you name it. It was, it was in our favor. So there are exceptions. It'll come down to judgment, guys. I'm not here to give you the step-by-step. Here's when you should use it, and here's when when you shouldn't use it every single time. Down the line, you're going to make judgment calls just like I do, just like other good players do, just like you already do now. But your judgment's going to improve. And ultimately, that's the goal. The more you use your super, I said this over the weekend, and let me say it here. Guys, when you have a super, try to open it in a round. Try to open the round. Like, think in your head, where can I go with this super and use it? Stick with that plan. Commit to it. And find out if it works. Are the enemies there? Did you get it off? Did you die? Are they not there? Is this the hottest place to take it? Is this the best route to take it? Like, play it back in your head. Could I have taken the super a better direction? Try a different direction next time. You play trials how many times? Well, you got to get 7 wins. So let's say you're winning. Take different lanes next time. See where your super can and cannot work. My videos, I will normally take my supers most of the time to the best utilized place, and sometimes the hottest place of engagement, the hot spots. You're gonna see a lot of clips from Javelin. If you watched my Arc Strider, actually, if you watched my Titan video, I bring that thing almost down the same path every single time, and I do that with my Stormcaller as well. So let's move on with the clip, guys. Here we go. I think I used my Storm. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I don't. Run over here. See, I got the flank on one. I picked one off. I could have popped my Storm there. Got 3 people. I still decided to hold it. It's like, let's hold it. I'm not going to use it. None of my teammates are using theirs. That doesn't mean not to use it, because we're going to come across a clip very soon where I do use it. Note that I'm using Transcendence for my Stormcaller. I'm not using Landfall. Landfall is just as situational as Transcendence, meaning to landfall someone, they need to be close enough that your landfall kills them or damages them, right? But after that landfall activates, this is the difference between landfall and Ionic Blink. After that landfall activates, it's done. It doesn't happen again with that super. Your Ionic Blink, however, continues to benefit you after you pop your super. You pop your super, you gotta wait a second, and then you blink. And then you can blink and blink. As long as you have super energy to blink, you can blink. As long as that animation goes fully through, you will blink. You will have increased movement. You will be able to escape, evade, and close in on enemies faster than you would versus just a jetpack. And you'll actually see me using my jetpack a little bit to conserve my super in one of these clips when we come over it. Alright, so don't use my super there. 3-0, our match point. Now let's take a look at this. This is probably where I use my super. I don't even take it to the right. All 4 of us have supers. My teammates go right. I'm like, let me take mine left just in case they're right here. And guess what? There's one guy. Alright, my teammate popped a super. The enemy team's a man down. My team's a man down. I choose to chase this dude. I chase this dude clear across the map away from my teammates. Normally, you don't want to do that. If the enemy team would have had supers, I would have never chased this guy. I would have stuck with my team and I would have collapsed on whatever else was in their spawn to begin with. And I would have just let this guy be. We'll come back to him later. As long as I knew that he wasn't on that side of the map, right? But I chase this guy. I'm like, let me chase this guy. Pow. Here he is. As soon as I see him, just as if I had landfall, I just pop my super. Remember Transcendence, when you have your melee and your grenade, and I don't have my melee right now, it's on cooldown, but when you have your melee and grenade, you get your health back and your super lasts longer. Well, I just have my grenade, so we get a short super, we don't get any health back, but we didn't take any damage, and this Titan clearly got a little confused. And would you look at that, I killed his friend. Guys, I killed... that range is so... that chain range is insane! Look at that range, guys. That range was insane. Alright. And I killed his friend before I even killed the main guy. Alright. Here's another tip, guys, when you're using the Stormcaller. And this goes with a lot of different supers, but Stormcaller particularly. I'm already weak. This guy could kill me. He doesn't. I do not just stand here and zap him and walk at him in a straight line. I don't even want to get in melee range of Titans, because some Titans are just scary like that. In fact, other classes, you just don't want to get meleeed when you're weak, period. Melees are strong, powerful, and if it's on a cooldown, it could really mess you up, even in your super. Like, the one exception, I don't think I've seen anyone run up to a Sentinel while it's blocking with the shield and try to punch that dude. That I've yet to see. I want to see that now. I want to see just like a dude just try to beat down a Titan shield organically, right? I want it to naturally occur in a match. I think that would be hilarious as hell. But here I go. He misses some bullets, guys. If you didn't see what I did there, I hopped. I didn't jetpack. If I jetpack, I think I break my super from electrocuting. I don't remember. Let me look, because I got the clip sound off for the game. So, I'm almost positive. Alright, we're going to come around this corner. Zappity, 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 zap, zap, zap. Alright, he's hitting me, he's hitting me, he's hitting me. Maybe he's hitting me in my head. I just do a little hop to the side. I don't think I jetpack. Now I feel bad for not knowing, but I'm still zapping him. I throw off a couple of his bullets just for a split second. I throw off right there. Like right before I paused it, I threw off a couple bullets. He just didn't adjust his aim, and I'm still zapping him. I come out of this alive. That dude could have killed me. Hell, he might have even traded if he would have walked towards me, shot his gun, and then punched me, right? And there goes my super. I can't stress enough how valuable jetpacking with your Stormcaller can be, or even just hopping. I think it's more hopping in small little circles or to the side, left and right, just to throw off the enemy's aim. Number one, you should already know you take increased bullet damage from headshots. Number two, oh, here's the next clip. Number two, even if you're not taking headshots, you just want them to miss as many bullets as possible. And you might even be getting team shots, so it's even better to throw off more bullets from other people. As you can see in one of these clips, I'm gonna attack multiple people with my Stormcaller, and not going to go well for the... And I'm being shot at by multiple people. So here we go. Next clip. Next storm. I don't even know if I had my storm at the beginning of this round. I know my teammates have their supers. And I don't think we opened with the super. If we did, it didn't do too much. Because the enemy's at 4 lives, now they're at 3. And they're still in their spawn, or we rotated. Right? Earlier, 2-0, we opened up the round. Even if this was 6 and 6 lives, it's the same. It's almost the same concept right here. We're tied on lives. So let's say we started this round with 3 lives. It would somewhat be a similar scenario as earlier where I did not use my super. This is where I'm going to use my super. I said, hey, let's use a super to, clean these guys out of that spawn. Someone on my team said, no, we shouldn't use a super. I was dead when I said that. I'm like, if I get there and I see even one guy alive, I'm going to pop my super. Right? By the time I got there, if one guy was alive, I'm pretty sure if he was taking bullet damage, I wouldn't have popped my super. If he was alive, full life, and no one was engaging him, I would have popped my super on the spot and just wiped him out and went across the map, look for his team. Because my super would have lasted that long. I have a melee and a grenade. I would have been able to kill that one guy, turn, and this map is so small. I hate this map. Go to the other side of the map, kill more people. Probably. So, no, we're tied on lives, but they're a man down. So now we have the advantage of getting in there, but we still kind of don't. We're still kind of trying to pick them off. We're trying to get them with their guns, which is fine. These guys want to save their super. That's 100% fine. Not this guy. If you notice right here, right? How? Look right above, or at the top of the screen, right below the lives. I have half life from that grenade. Pop my super. There we go. Full life. Here's another thing that I see a lot of people do. And it's not just with storms, but it can be a lot more dangerous for storms. If you do not focus on one target, just pick a guy in the room. If you run into a room of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, it doesn't matter if you see one guy by himself and 5 guys in a line. Pick one person or one very small group of clusters and commit to it. Focus on killing that person first. If anyone else is nearby, they're going to take damage. I've seen a lot of people take their storm and not focus on enemies, and they're just like all over the place. Oh, this guy runs away, and let me just tickle this guy for a little bit, and then oh, let me go tickle this guy. It's like, no, just focus on one guy. Now, sometimes you've heard me, where are you going? Don't chase that guy so far. There's a difference. If any of these guys were to run out of the room, and they wouldn't get away because I have Ionic Blink, but if you're running Landfall, if they run out of the room, chances are, once they get out of your storm range, you're probably not going to catch them again. It's another reason I run Ionic Blink. I like to be fast. I think the way Destiny is right now, and it's always been like this, mobility is one of the #1 factors in Destiny gameplay PvP. Your mobility and your movement speed, which I was told mobility doesn't affect how fast you run, it affects how quickly you jump and jetpack and burst with your double jumps and jetpacks. That's what I was told. That's what I was told mobility affects. I haven't looked into it myself, but I do know lightweight affects your running speed. And I like to use Retro Futurist as my shotgun of choice because I pull it out with no bullets in the chamber, guys. I recommend that you can pull it out in the beginning of the round, but try to, remember, all right, if I can go this far, and I need to put this away because I'm probably going to run into an enemy. Don't run at an enemy with your shotgun out unless you're really going to super them. That's like the only time I do that. I'll run at enemies with my shotgun out, no bullets in it. But I run for the lightweight. It gives me increased mobility and movement speed right? It's like the Mida and the Mini Mida and other scouts that have lightweight and other guns that have lightweight. So moving on, focus on one target. Here we go. Target of choice, Hunter. All right. There was a guy. Now he's going to be to the right of my screen and in the back corner, which is the stairs. The guy that threw the grenade and was to my left when I ran into the room. I ignored him. He was isolated. He's alone. I could go for him, but I popped my super. My guy floated this way. I'm like, all right, Hunter, you're first. Zappity zap, zap, zap. Hey, I got 2 people, and I focused on one guy. My teammate died. Don't know where he died, but I think he traded. Oh, there's the next guy. I don't make it to him. All right, let's keep going. I kind of go across the map, run out of super, don't find another dude. I'm 100% fine with that. And there's an example of where I don't think I opened the round with my super for some reason. Maybe I didn't have it. Maybe I did. And I just felt, maybe we don't need it. But when I died and we didn't team wipe them and they didn't team wipe us, I came back with the super, right? So it's a judgment call. When should I use my super? I was still with I think the same exact team I was with. Still felt comfortable with them, but I still said, you know what? I'm going to use my super. All right, now we go back to the Javelin map. This is where, if you watch my Titan video, I take this path all the time. And I'm not running Landfall either. You could run Landfall here. Still, I prefer Ionic Blink. I fly into the sky. Hopefully they don't notice me. That guy gets away. All right, I open with my super, even though I seen one guy. Oh, look, I caught a guy. We popped a golden gun as well. I come back. And, well, I try to get more kills off of my super. It doesn't work, which is fine. It's 100% acceptable. I was still able to get a kill and die. So I got a trade. All right, here I go again. Another super. I come down this lane, and I don't pop my super, guys. And in this clip, before I muted, I go and watch all these clips and listen to what I say and what my teammates say. Just to see if I say anything to help me out. I said right there, I didn't have a good place to use my super. Watching this clip again for the last time before I, decided, all right, these are all the clips I have and all the clips I'm going to put together. Let's start recording. I don't think that's true. Right here, I could pop my super. If I reacted on time, I should have popped my super. I think what I was doing, and this is a risk, and it cost my team this round, right? Granted, we have 3 supers on my team. We have a golden gun, a storm, and a storm. I don't know what the other storm's running. I know what I'm running. We pop storm and golden gun. But I think I'm waiting for my grenade and my melee to come back, so I don't open with my super. I'm like, all right, maybe one of my teammates open with their super. Maybe that's probably, at least I know I can say with a 90% chance that I said to myself, I'm going to wait for my melee and grenade so I can use Transcendence. I probably should not have done that. I just opened with mine, right? I'm trying to make the fullest of my super. But, spoiler alert, we lose the round. And I think I could have averted this kind of shitty opening. Here I go. Oh, I cut a corner. Even though I dodged the hunter, I could still pop my super right there on the Titan, but I don't. Instead, I stop, shoot a bullet or two, miss, try to hide in the corner, get shot in the back by the hunter. Now we're down 3 lives to 5. All right. Time to come back. I'm time to redeem myself. Here I go. Pop my storm on probably the defender. I don't think this is the striker. I hope I don't get suppressed. Whatever, I'm committed. This is my target of choice. Zappity zap zap zap. And he throws a grenade somewhere, I think. Alright. Here's another thing that you've probably heard me say if you watch my live streaming on the weekends. Guys, when you get your super, try to roam around the heavy and clear out the area. Defend it. Do a proximity roam so your teammates can get heavy. Where those guys are shooting me from is the #1 spot to get shot at when you're trying to get heavy on this map. That is the number one spot to shoot from at the heavy. That doorway specifically. Because it gives you a lot of cover from the rest of the building. It's also a choke point. I could throw a grenade back there, or I could have threw a grenade there first and locked it down, and then I would have seen the guy in the hallway, and then I would have zapped him. But let's say the guy in the hallway was never there. Let's say that second guy on the left's never there, and I throw a good grenade in that doorway where the other dude's shooting me from. Now I don't get shot from that side, right? So I could have locked it down, grabbed the super. Number two, you probably also heard me say this. You have a super going. Why are you pulling the heavy? Let someone else pull that. While you're using your super, they may get a kill or two off with your heavy. You may run out of super, die, and now you drop the heavy, and you never even put a bullet out. So, granted, exceptions are made arrogantly, egotistically. I'm not saying I want to get the heavy all the time. But I know that I can rely on myself to make decent heavy plays majority of the time. More than not. I'm not saying others can't. But I just know for myself that I can do that. But still, it's a bad play. I zap one guy, right? So here's how I could have told myself. Alright, pop my super. Come across this guy. Zappity zap zap zap. He's dead. Alright. I lost a teammate. Clearly, I see the balls from the Graviton Lance on the screen. They lost a teammate. I can tell by the top of the screen that we both lost a teammate because there's skulls where people used to be, and now they're not. That tells me there's 3 other enemies up. One teammate's outside. It doesn't look like he's shooting outside. He's not, no exclamation mark. He's not, I don't think he was calling out, hey, they're outside. Like, a lot of information came through my head. And just by reflex, I should have told myself, don't go for the heavy Ken. I need to check that hallway. At the same time, I'm also like, man, I don't think I got shot by anyone else. This defender's alone. Wipe him out as fast as I can, pull the heavy, and move. So I make a judgment call. Wrong judgment call. Alright, let's go kill a guy. Oh, he pops golden gun. Cool. Alright, come on back. Pow, pow, pow. There's still a guy out there. It's... Oh, look. The striker. In the other hall. Another good place. And now I'm dead. I'm knocked. And there's still a guy on our team with a Stormcaller that never used. I've said this before. Sometimes it's okay to use 4 supers in a round. Sometimes it's not. But when you're up by rounds, and it's early on in the game, if this was 2-0 and we had 4 supers and we popped 2 supers and they were okay, like they got a kill and ran out, and we were, not really dominating with our guns after that, so we kill 2 guys, the whole of our team is up, or maybe they take a life, whatever, I would be like, hey, let's see another super, and both people just pop theirs and, alright, I'm going to use mine. Or even if they say, I'm going to use mine, your teammate may run into an enemy and just be like, oh shit, I better pop my super, pow, panic, slam, and now you have 2 supers going at the same time, and that's all 4 for a total round. That's fine. That's a 2-0. You're 2-0 if the enemy team makes a comeback and ties it up to 3-3. You probably have your second set of supers, and that's going to give you another edge on the game. The enemy team may also come across a second set, but probably not. If they brought it to 3, that means they've taken... You just took round 3, so now you're 3-0. They took the next 3 rounds. They took round 4, 5, and 6. Right, from a survival standpoint. From countdown, they, take whatever the rounds would be, the math. But they make that comeback. And they probably use supers to make that comeback. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they're good enough and they start getting a little bit smarter or making better plays. Maybe whatever you're doing is being countered and they're making the comeback without using your supers. That's scary, but don't be afraid. Just play smart. If you play smart enough and patiently enough, you might be able to get away with getting another super before they win the game. Slow the game down, make the clock run. If you can't get kills, draw out your lives as long as you can. Get supers like that. Get assist. whatever you got to do, right? You're probably going to get another super. If this team turns around and just sweeps you for the next 3 to 4 rounds and just takes the game immediately like that, something on your team went wrong. Someone got rattled. The enemy team knows your strategy and they found an easy counter to it. They found the correct counter to it. It doesn't matter, but it's now your turn to identify, hey, how can I get my second super back? What do I need to do? And that shouldn't be your train of thought. It should be, all right, the enemy team has 4 supers. They need to win 4 rounds. Even if they use a super per round, we can still deal with that. Happens all the time. So, again, it's okay to use multiple supers in a round. But my teammate, he doesn't have a super. And this, I say, hey, where's our other storm at? Oh, man. I say that, and he reacts, oh, man, I better use my storm. Me and another guy are knocked out. And I think we did a double raffle right here. So the 2 people that won the raffle are the 2 people alive. I don't know what the score is. I see my name. I'm 3rd in line from the bottom of my party playlist. And that really doesn't matter. What matters is 2 people are dead. Whether they're the good people, bad people, it doesn't matter. Maybe we're all equal on skill. This guy popped a super. And he probably popped it because I said, oh man, where's our other super? And then I said, well, if he would have opened the round with this super, or when we were, if he would have opened the round with the super with me, maybe it would have went differently. Maybe I told him to go outside. I don't remember. I didn't hear that part of the clip. Like, I didn't hear me say, hey, take your super through rocket. I probably would have never said take it outside. I would have said take it inside close behind the rocket. That way our team is still kind of close, but we have 2 lanes locked down with our supers, right? So I don't think I said that. This clip's getting carried away. So now he wastes a super. This super's wasted. The other 2 supers, I wouldn't say they were wasted. We tried to use them. It didn't work. This super, though, was a waste. It was popped. 2 men down. He popped it. Didn't even see a guy when he popped it. Didn't even know where a guy was, I don't think. Let's see. Does he see an enemy? He doesn't see anyone. Ow, pops a super, no enemy around. And he's running on a blink, and his blink isn't bringing him anywhere. So yeah, that super 100% wasted. Not even a little bit wasted, because he didn't pop it in front of someone. He 100% wasted that super. And for the duration that lasted, I don't think he had Transcendence, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I opened up that round bad because I made a bad call on my super. It cascaded through my team. It's not even on the other guy that he never used his super. It didn't help. It may have saved my life, but me personally, I failed to pop my super. I had 2 opportunities to do it before I died, to shift the opening engagement for my team's favor. And that cascaded, I think, through my team. I really think it did. So that's why I like rounds to open up with supers when we have them. A nice strong place. Find a good place to use your super and really make it shine. And if it doesn't, think about it. Hey, was this the best place? Was it not? Maybe it was the best place and it was just unlucky stuff. You got suppressed. All 4 enemies looked at you for whatever reason, and that was a wrap. Whatever. Maybe it's the best spot and it was just unlucky. That's fine. Alright, here I go. This is a shorter clip. It's 3-0. The enemy team's out of life. I was fighting hard to get my super just to use it, because like, I need Stormcaller clips. I get my super, see an enemy, immediately pop it. I don't wait for anything else. I just pop it, and I'm hopping around. I'm dancing, I'm hopping, I'm blinking. I don't want to take any damage, and I want to greedily get the kills. But mainly, I'm showing you guys, hey, you need to hop when you're on your Stormcaller. Just move. Hop. I didn't get any kills for that. I got assists. I didn't get any kills for that, but that's okay. I executed that storm the way it should be. Pop it, hop, zap, 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 zap. Focus on one guy. Right? Here we go again. Taking the same route. Don't have my super yet. Hey, I got my super. Oh, look, enemies. Oh, look, 3 enemies. Again, I didn't pop my super as soon as I seen him. I tried to shoot him. And I said this before, and even I fail at my own tips, guys. Even I fail at it. I said, in my head, there's one guy up here. Guy dead. One guy. Oh, man. Let me kill this guy. He doesn't know I'm here. Even if he does, he's in the air, not looking at me. I should get the first bullet. I just start spamming. I miss all my bullets. Don't judge me. And then I pop it late. By the time I pop it, my team has collapsed on the enemy. I probably should have just kept shooting at that point, because then I feel like I wasted my super's opportunity instead of me just mowing through 3 people. Right? I pop my super, that guy dies, I fail my blink, I fail to zap that dude, I just can't get anything out of it, and I'm like, well, fuck it. And I don't even have a grenade. I don't have a grenade, right? So I'm not even in Transcendence. My super's not going to last that long. Alright, let's take it to the enemy spawn. Another way to utilize your supers, guys, is to... The maps spawn you in certain places. Each map has its unique spawn locations. Like to throw people at. This map, it's A. You come out of A, you turn your back to A, and it's like Scar looking at Mufasa's back. Scar's gonna strike immediately. Alright. So I try to take it to their base, to their spawn. I'm not blinking. Well, I blink, but now I'm done blinking. I'm jetpacking. I'm jetpack bursting. I'm trying to get the most out of my super. I get back here, zam, out, and I die. And I give them a free kill. Alright? So, missing opportunities with your super, sometimes you just need to commit. Again, I had like a second or two for all that to process in my head from the last clip. Run into a guy, I didn't pop my super, I missed my couple of shots, and then my team collapsed on him as I popped my super. In that moment of time, I needed to tell myself, don't pop your super, it's already too late, there's a guy dead on their team, Graviton Lance exploded, so the other enemies are damaged there. I've missed my opportunity. And if anyone died on my team, well, maybe I could have saved their lives, right? So, it didn't cost the game, I don't think it cost the game, it didn't cost the round, I don't believe. But it definitely wasn't a strong opening. And I failed at my blinking spectacularly. Right, so here we go, moving on. We are 40 minutes into this recording. Wow, I've actually talked a lot on this. And I apologize if you see any clips that I think I played this clip before in the other video. So briefly, there's just enemies with a couple of supers here. Boop, 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 boop. They got an Arc Staff on their team, guys. It's 3-0. Enemy team's match point. They don't use their supers. Arc Staff dies. Never pops his super. Alright, now they get a hammer and a storm. There's the hammers. Tries, but he did it way, way, way too late. And I even missed shots, so he probably could have popped that turn and, if not traded with me, flat outright killed me and probably got his health back with his Titan perk. Right? And then the other guy died and never popped the super. Whoever killed him. Alright, here we go. Running through this. I messed up my jetpack. Running through the opening. I don't have my super yet. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure I get my super. I just don't remember when. Oh, there's an enemy in the air. I cover my teammate. He flies miles into the sky from my teammate's smash. So I just shoot him at the sky for my team. Right? Try to cover your teammate. Alright. Got my super. Oh, here I go. Got my health back. Zap, 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 zap. Oh, there I go. Hopping. Blinking. 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 Alright, and then I mess up my blink here. Try to get in the door. I eventually get in here. Get one kill. And then a teammate dies and we kill another guy. Maybe if I got in the doorway the first time, that wouldn't have happened. Here's another super. This is not an opening of a round, but as soon as I run into people, I pop it. That just comes down to reaction time, guys. Oh, and I go roaming for more people. Here's a good example of where I don't hog the fucking heavy. Right? What happened here? Did they pulled the heavy, they died with the heavy. I didn't even grab the heavy off the ground. I just left, took my super, and focused on my job. I wanted to use my super, killed guy number 3, and I think I killed guy number 4. Right? And then they spawn there. And then I run away because I'm weak. I don't sit there and challenge. Ain't no time to be a hero. I'm out. Let my teammates come finish the job. Right? Alright, so we got that going on. Don't criticize my body shots with hand cannons either. Oh, that's the end of the video. Okay. So once again, guys, it's Stormcaller. I didn't really cover Landfall. If I was playing Landfall, and I'll probably come back with some clips on that, and it'll be a little bit shorter. You'll do it like you've seen it in this clip earlier, where I come around the corner. Here, let's go right here. Pow! Pow! Landfall! At least one guy's dead, right? As soon as I come around the corner and I see him, I landfall. If I would have ran through the horseshoe, this is the horseshoe that we come up across. If I would have came through this horseshoe in the beginning where we opened up rounds on my, again, Striker Titan and Stormcaller, if I would have even thought I was going to see a guy, I would have landfalled immediately. So it's like a Titan Smash. You kind of got to get close. You got to know your angles. Sometimes you need to camp. Sometimes the answer is sitting around a corner with your emote, eating from your popcorn until someone gets close enough to you that you're going to pop your super, landfall, and that's the end of him, and then move about your day. Even if that's the only guy you kill, you just made landfall effective, and now you gotta maybe get something else out of it, right? Guys, I hope you got something out of this video for your Stormcaller. I apologize for any rerun clips, but I think it's good to refresh ourselves here every now and then. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. Remember, you can catch me on trials on the weekends every day at my Twitch. There is a link on my Patreon page. And I will see you next time. Enjoy your day.